Never gonna get enough lines of wicked drum. Show me just enough, and I'll wait for everything. I remember the first time we laid eyes on each other. You stood between your brother and your mother, and you smothered me with the flutter of your eye, churning the butter in my thighs. I prayed that you would look away out of nervousness, but it turned to shit when you noticed me staring and glaring in your general direction, dumbfounded with a jaw compounded, tearing at the seams of an astonishing scene in which you're acknowledging me. And honestly, I should have walked away. Instead, it made my day when you eventually split from the group and included me in the loop. I couldn't find the words like alphabet soup. I stumbled and mumbled and found myself jumbled and humbled in your presence, and then you accepted my essence and taught me some lessons about confidence and introduced yourself as Natalie. And that rattled me, and despite my growing fame, I forgot my dang name. You must have thought I was so lame and insane, but still to this day it puzzles my brain as to why you would say yes to the first date. Never gonna get enough lines of wicked drum. Show me just enough, and I'll wait for everything. 6 months down the line, our relationship is doing fine. Despite the humps and bumps along the road, things haven't yet slowed. Body's still warm and never cold, but spontaneousness is growing old. If we wanna do something, we gotta plan it in advance, and we understand that development is important, but when we import it to our home life, it can cause a strife, and no doubt we'll survive, thrive. I doubt it. We had a bout about it, and it sprouted as rumors amongst our friends that it was going to spell the end, but still we pretend that we didn't hear it, so we steer clear from it every time it comes up. You fake vomit to change the conversation from our preservation to our reservation at the end of the week. And while we can tweak at it, we both know that it's weakening and sickening to even bear the thought of abandoning ship. But we both realize this relationship is ending and descending into a never-ending spiral of blindlessness and mindlessness that inspires us to go apart until we no longer have the heart to embark on this dark voyage, and something needs to spice it up. So I call a meeting and gather my things, conceal a ring and present the damn thing as if it were a dream or a nightmare. I put it all on the line with a shivering spine and a glass of wine nearby. But when I asked the question, you said why, and nothing came to mind except the words goodbye. Never gonna get enough lines of wicked drum. Show me just enough, and I'll wait for everything. 6 years passed and I'm happily married to a girl who means the world to me. Her name is Mary, and I'm happy to have buried the knot and thrown a thought and bore 3 beautiful children, Tristan, Charles, and Mildred, and filled a lovely home with macaroni portraits and grazed past dire straits with previous mistakes, but she forgave me each time, and that kind of peace of mind is the reason why I love her. And even if I mentally shove her, she's my lover, and she's tougher than I'll ever be, and she's always reminding me of what's important and what's distorted and just clouded my vision, causing indecision and the prohibition of my own cognition. It's her mission to achieve the best of me, and the rest of me is devoted to doing the same regardless of how she voted or if she's thin or bloated, how many guys she's motivated. She's my wife and I've dedicated the rest of my life to her. I've never lied to her, and despite her conflicting values, I've recited my vows and memorized them to the letter. And in better or worse, like a verse, she's my entire universe. Never gonna get enough lines of wicked drum. Show me just enough, and I'll wait for everything. So now comes the moral of the story, and you can ignore me if you're young and 20, but while there is plenty of fish in the sea, you may seize the wrong opportunity and ultimately believe you're destined for the wrong person. And there is nothing worse than rehearsing your own verse and hoping for a firm yes, then realizing you're not the best fit and shit the bed. So instead wait a while and make sure you click, and it's not just an impulse or twitch that you think is gonna save the doom romance, and perchance the next person you meet is the one that sticks around in defeat. See, I fell in love, but it was puppy love, and like a drug I became addicted to what constricted my own personal affliction. Is this person is my intended, then not worth mending, resulting in pretending that what was real. So you feel something more than just desire, then aim higher, because your soulmate is out there and it's not too late to compensate with the right person. Believe me, you deserve them.